Hello, it's Sam again. Ugh, that was not good. That was a great way to start the video, don't you guys agree? I was thinking about today is that a topic that I've been thinking about lately is why is it that in Hollywood most redheads are presented as sex symbols or as people that or or yeah, people that are sexy, it's always females. Think about it. Name one guy with natural red hair, and by red hair I don't mean like strawberry blonde or auburn brown. I mean actual red hair that's presented as a sex symbol. Got nothing? That's what I figured. I mean, there is Eddie Red. I mean, Eddie Redmayne is actually a redhead, but in most of his movies, his hair is brown. And then, I mean, we got. Let's see. Hmm. Huh. Yeah. I mean, there's Channing Tatum, but he only has red undertones, and most of the time, it's you don't even see that. I mean, think about it. And with 50 Shades of Grey, in the books, he has reddish. He has like red hair. Well, technically, it's like auburn red, but still. And in the movie, they made him a brunette. Seriously, why does Hollywood why can't Hollywood make a movie with a redheaded guy that's presented as a sex symbol? Seriously, it's like, and most redheads that are guys are presented as comic relief or as secondary, or as like secondary characters. Ron Weasley, comic relief, secondary character, and he's not presented as a sex symbol. Let's see. There's probably a couple. There are a bunch more. I just can't think of them right now. Now, top of my head. Yeah, and all the Weasleys in the Harry Potter franchise. Fred, George, Arthur, Bill, Charlie. They're not really presented as sex symbols or men that are desirable. There's a lot of redheads, and not just in TV shows, but also and not just in movies, but also in TV shows are presented as like the best friend or the boy next door or the comic relief or the quirky guy. They're not presented as the sexy, alluring, desirable, dark, seductive type. And if they are, and they're all, and those guys are usually reserved for the brunettes or the blondes. Think about it. I want you guys like, if I am wrong and there actually is a movie where a redheaded guy is presented as sexy or alluring or seductive, tell me in the comments because I so far cannot think of one example where that actually is the case. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, what's wrong? I mean, why can't guys with red hair, be presented as sexy in the Hollywood world? Like we've got like so many sexy redheads. I mean, like WatchMojo.com did like 2 videos on the top 10 sexy redheads, the classic and the modern. Where's the guy version of that list? Seriously, why can't there? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, like what? I mean, there might be some people like oh, why should you care about that? You're not a redhead. You're not a redhead. Why should you care? I mean, that is true. I'm not actually a redhead, and I've had dyed my hair red, but it was not actual ginger red. It was bright red or magenta or burgundy. I mean, it was never like natural red hair color. But still, I mean, I just find it. Don't you guys find it a little strange? I mean, seriously, it's like it's just really weird. I feel like with the way things are changing in the world, and that and that and that the way everything's been changing. I'm dying. To quote Tyler Oakley. Hey, sorry, the little modder thing. Anyway, So, why is that the case? Why is it that most seductive or alluring or desirable or dark, handsome characters are usually brunettes? I mean, or blondes. I mean, think about it. I mean, I'm having a hard time even thinking about one TV franchise or one movie franchise or a movie by itself where there is a redhead character, either a redheaded male who is presented as a sex symbol. I mean, there are a lot of cases where there's like females, but think about it. Name one time where a guy with actual red hair, or if we want to broaden it a bit, a guy with auburn or real red hair was presented as a sex symbol. Think about it. I know I'm just pandering and repeating myself, but I mean it's getting kind of annoying. I mean, like I like. I mean, we do have Chris Pratt, but I mean he's technically not a redhead. He's more like an auburn brown hair. But still, I mean, he's either played like he's played a douchebag boyfriend, he's played the comic relief on Parks and Recreation, and it wasn't until like last year that when he lost all the weight and packed all that muscle for Guardians of the Galaxy, so people were like, oh my God, he's hot, ooh. I mean, until then, he wasn't really viewed that way. He was viewed either as comic relief or as the bad boyfriend. So why can't we have more guys with red hair be sex symbols? I mean, there's Carrot Top and a bunch of others, but we have Carrot Top, Conan. Those are comedians. They're not presented as sex symbols. They're not presented as desirable or alluring or like sexy. No offense, but no offense, Carrot Top and Conan. But let's face it, you guys are funny. You guys are super successful. Well, at least one of you is. But sexy, not so much. I mean, sorry, it's just how it is. And so I want you guys. What would you think? Do you think that Hollywood will ever be able to make a movie or a TV show where there's a main male character with red hair that'll present it in a sexy way, and not as comic relief or as the quirky, goofy boy next door? Or will forever, those roles be reserved for the blondes or brunettes? Why don't you think about that? Or you could be like me and just completely forget about this the day afterwards. Alright. Well, that's it for me. So I'll see you guys next time or whenever. So, bye!